We're going to jump into the game. When last we left off, the party had noticed that ahead of them was something strange, something potentially dangerous, and indeed they managed to uncover these terrible root monsters that ripped themselves up out of the ground. Sassafrass Sage identified them as mandragora roots, capable of emitting an ear-splitting scream that can turn the bowels of men to water.
But she didn't tell us that.
Well,
before
not in so many words. But before she was able to fully warn the party of the danger, Marcus immediately leapt into action by lighting them on fire.
Because I have the power of the universe and I hate nature.
All of that is true, which means that the very first thing that we need to do as we enter the game is roll initiative.
Oh, can I be yelling, what were you going to say?
Are you sure I don't have a better initiative than what I just rolled, Jim?
I'm pretty sure.
19 plus 6, 25.
Lyra is on it tonight with initiatives.
18.
18 for Crag.
26.
Ooh, is that one more than Lyra?
21.
Gosh, Sassafrass is so good.
Oh my god, yeah.
And what about you, Marcus?
Really?
Where you headed in this?
Shut up.
I have a niner.
Yeah, I was gonna put you back here at the end of the order.
Oh, at the
Last
end of it.
place.
Oh, that's
But
interesting.
not too far behind me.
Kyle-
Everybody else is really
Kyle-
fast on this one.
Kyle D. Adams says, Ben's going to come back and the whole quest is going to be done because Allison came and set everyone on task. We're going to defeat Woe. We're going to
They've actually managed to get through more story material than any other time because they've been more on task.
We really have.
We haven't argued enough. We need to argue.
Yeah.
Sassafrass,
Yes.
you noticing the danger first
Yeah.
are first to act. What do you do?
I cast Delay Poison.
Okay, on yourself. Okay, now if you are affected by if you are exposed to any toxins, they will not take effect for 6 hours after your initial exposure. Do you want to move? You can still
Oh,
move.
I don't have to do anything?
Do you want to say anything? You want to say anything
Oh.
about stuff about this?
Yeah.
You want to metagame more, Marcus?
Hey guys!
That's his middle
The reason
name.
I just cast Delay Poison is because these little fuckers are poisonous.
I say ass suckers.
Ass suckers?
I call them ass
That's
suckers.
the preferred insult
you
for
little
our
ass
game.
suckers.
Good
But
job.
I like fuckers. That works too.
Don't let them scream, and don't let them bite you. They're poisonous, alright?
Well, how do we not make them scream? How?
I don't
It's
know.
your turn.
Maybe we
What do
need
you
to
do
shoot
to
a
prevent
freaking
them from
fireball at them.
screaming?
I think that I
It
should.
wasn't a fireball. It was.
Sanctuary.
And then
Okay, you cast Sanctuary on yourself. Do you want to move? These creatures are about 25 feet ahead of you.
Am I around my people?
Wait.
Oh yeah, everybody's.
Have I not? Have
My
I done?
people.
mean?
You
Your
cast a
people.
spell
My
and
friend.
you.
And I talked?
Yeah.
That counts as a move?
Well, what else did? What? I'm sorry.
She
My
wasn't
bad.
done.
What else would you like to do?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Are these magical beasts?
No, these are plant creatures.
You just want to hurt some magical beasts.
I can still shoot a bow, right?
No, because your standard action was to cast a spell. You could move now, but that's about it. You could draw a weapon.
She's
I know.
so
See, he's
angry.
unfair.
This is
how
where
I
Lyra
get.
gets to all the time too.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean? I can only do so many things.
Oh wait, if I draw
know.
a weapon, that means I can shoot
Next turn.
quicker.
Next turn, you'll be ready to just shoot.
Alright, I take a bow out.
Okay, you
I
get
take
your bow
bow and
ready, arrow, you knock an
Yeah.
arrow, and then it is Lyra's.
Fine.
Sanctuary. Stay
Sanctuary.
put, next to my friends.
Staying next to her friends. Do you take any other actions?
Not yet.
Gotta be real clear
What's
about that
sanctuary?
on these parts.
Means
Well, if I put sanctuary around me, then it helps. It will save
No.
me. Nope.
You can still hear things.
sanctuary means that
You got to put a
in
bubble
order
in your ears.
to attack her, the creature has to
Put
roll
it-
a
put it-
check
Oh,
to
man.
even be able to attack.
Oh god.
Her specifically, or whoever she casts sanctuary on.
Oh, blast.
Blast.
didn't
Oh,
already.
blast it!
No, you don't have that spell.
You did it already.
All right, whatever. I'm sanctuaried.
Okay, you're sanctuaried up. You stay close to your friends. Alex,
I'm in the bushes.
you are in the bushes. You are hidden currently. What do you do?
I'm going to wait.
Okay, you wait patiently, which takes us to Crag, who I'm sure will also wait patiently.
Dylan wants to know, Craig, do you miss the days of Marcus running and hiding instead of initiating a fight?
No. No, we're doing things now. This is great.
We're getting better.
So they see us.
Yes.
One's
these
on
appear to
fire.
have noticed you now, yes.
One's on fire.
Yes.
And there's another one. I'm charging. Can I charge attack the one on fire without being hurt?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You will not be hurt by your charge attack.
Charge power attack.
Okay.
Charge power attack.
Are you raged? Are you
No,
enraged?
I'm not raging.
You're calmly.
I'm calmly
charging forward.
Yeah, it's a calm charge power attack.
Go ahead and make your attack.
And yeah, it doesn't happen.
Nope.
That doesn't happen. No, that's a 4.
Oh, it's a 1.
That's a 4.
Oh, I thought you said 1.
No,
For some
it's a
reason,
4.
that was maybe it was just wishful
It's a
thinking.
4.
Okay,
and I'm
but a 4.
sure that they're.
Well, what's your total?
Not enough.
Always let me know the total. Remember, you get to add +2 for your charge.
Oh, +2 for the charge, so that brings me to 6 so far. And
So was it a
plus
power
7.
attack or no?
Yeah, it was a power attack. 7.
So 13.
13? Okay, 13's not enough, but it's not as far off as you might think.
good to
Which will
know,
take
good
us
to
to their turn. The first thing the one that is not on fire does, it pulls its head back and lets out an ear-piercing shriek. Everybody needs to make a will save.
Will save.
By will save, you mean...
I mean a will save.
Immune to it.
What does that mean? We just roll?
It means
So,
you roll up at the
20.
top towards the sheet. You'll see your saves. One of them is labeled will. and
Oh,
that is
will,
gonna be-
got
yeah.
it.
I think yours is a +5 total.
Come on,
Yeah.
Will.
17.
Oh my god!
Did you roll very well?
Fucking kidding me.
Yeah, F-bombs galore.
So
this is
This
that.
is off. There were the rails.
Children watching.
I'm pissed off at my dice.
16 plus 2, 18. Does that save me?
18? 18 saves you.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I get?
How about 17?
How about
you-
4? 17, 17.
Oh, you have your.
I'm trying to look at the thing.
Yeah.
17's
crazy
fine.
stats.
Yes!
20.
20? 20's fine.
4.
4 is not fine. What were you at? Sorry.
17, I'm good.
So the rest of you
It's gonna die.
feel this like reverberating in your skull, and you shake off the effects, and you manage to keep your senses. Alex, you feel the sound, and even after it ends, it's like you can still hear it in your head, and over, and your stomach churns. You have a pounding headache. You feel sluggish and slow. You're gonna be taking a -2 to all of your actions and your damage rolls.
But she's
for a little
hidden
bit.
right now, right?
She's currently hidden, yes, but she is in trouble.
Oh.
The other one of these creatures that was on fire, just like comes forward at you. Your current
so it's
AC.
a fat burning.
Yeah, it's
stick.
just a fat little
This fat burning
nasty,
stick is screaming on
creepy
fire.
creature. But it does this and is rolling, but it just kind of tumbles forward and is rolling around on the ground and
Oh.
can't seem to get up at you. Which takes us to final action of the round, Marcus.
Well, first I'm going to read Charles' prior comment, which, for those of you that are tuning in for the first time tonight, or for Allison, who may not know, Quigley, whose spot is normally occupied by yourself, has an arch rival named Jonathan. And so Charles has mentioned that the undead are your Jonathan, or your rival, because they killed your wolf.
They killed my wolf.
And then Damon Geisler says, I think as Marcus levels and gains more power, he will start more fights. Also, hashtag Potty Mouth Alex.
Yeah.
No
indeed.
comments about Sassafrass, but definitely you, Alex.
I say it with
like
a lift.
me.
Yeah.
I did with.
I blame the Jersey in me.
Well, I move my ball
Okay.
and burn that thing again.
Okay. The same one.
Wait, that one went to attack Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go burn the other one that's
The other
screaming.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This one manages to dance out of the way of your flames. You try to chase it around, and it's just it rolls out of the way and avoids your flame.
That's a lie.
Jeez Louise.
It's a lie, Jim. Well, I can move it again as another action, right?
Yeah, you have 2 move actions, so
Sure, then I'm gonna move it to attack it again, or
you
attack
can
the
target
next
the
one?
other one.
All right, then I'll
This one,
target the
yeah.
other one.
Okay, so you roll it back towards the first one, and this one is caught in the blast of fire.
Hooray!
Then roll your 3d6 damage.
I burn it with fire.
Burn.
Burn nature! Suffer the power of the universe. I deal 15 fiery damages.
Wow.
Dead. D-E-D. Dead.
Not quite.
That's
It is
not-
charred.
What
It
is
is
wrong?
blackened. It is barely moving, but it still clings to whatever wretched life
And I plug my ears.
in its body. Okay, then you plug your ears. There, that's a smart move. Which takes the top of the next round. Sassafrass.
All right. Okay. If I can shoot
She
bow
probably does
twice,
something amazing.
but I have to do 2 different attacks, right?
It's 2 attack rolls, right? Yeah. Because the
Okay.
first one is.
So the first one, I'm targeting the one who's not on fire.
Okay. You're adding 14 to this one.
14?
Yep.
Oh. 30.
Yeah,
Two?
that got him.
33?
32, she-
33? Wait, what is that? 31?
Yeah, you
31.
you got him.
Okay, great.
You got him. Do you want to just roll your second attack now?
Okay. With the second attack, I'm targeting the one on fire.
You can
Stayed
target
in Florida for
Yeah, that's
another
fine.
week.
I don't care.
Yeah?
Good. Roll
I
this.
should have just stayed
I'm
on vacation.
So this one's at a plus
I'm like
8.
all the women in the beginning of Wonder Woman, where they're like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm like.
That's what
Oh,
I
no,
want
So
to
this
do.
one. This one is at a plus 8.
Yeah, that'd be nice if we could do
Not
that.
a
Plus 9.
Plus 9.
I
Okay, plus
loved
9. Sorry.
Wonder
My
Woman.
bad.
But as I look
Forgot.
at my skills,
I'm not even
28.
Yeah, you
Okay.
got that one too.
Okay, sweet. So now I roll my 2 8s.
So roll your, because it's 2 different targets, so roll your damages individually, because it's 2 different
I
targets.
think I
So you
did
need to
10
keep track of each one.
Okay. Okay, so for the first one,
Is that a? Yeah. that'd be-
4 plus 1,
Yep, okay.
5.
So your arrow pierces its wooden hide, and it stops its shrieks short. And then the second arrow,
8 plus 9.
okay, your second arrow, this thing, it looks like it's about with its last breath to emit another one of these shrieks, and it opens its mouth wide, and your arrow just goes straight in
Yes.
and pierces, and it just continues out to
While
the
I'm
side.
in the Robin Wright
Oh yeah,
pose.
absolutely. And it just collapses and curls up on itself, and now it looks like
I
a
have my ears plugged. I go, Sassafrass is amazing.
yeah,
I
and it is
take a
definitely
nearby
dead.
rock and I throw it at Marcus.
Well, you'll have to put your penalties on that.
It's Lyra's turn first, though.
I killed
Lyra,
something, you
It's your
guys.
turn. Sassafrass just ended the life of one of these creatures, and the other one is still up and about. What do you do?
I'm in sanctuary
Yes.
so that I can heal people if I need it.
Okay.
So, where is everybody toward, like, around me?
Crag is about 20 feet ahead of you because he charged up to attack. Everybody else is just a little bit behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna charge up.
You're gonna charge?
Can I still be in my?
What do you do?
Can I do the harp thing if I'm in my sanctuary?
It's so weird that that's a good idea, and it's good that you randomly thought of that. But
It was like all of a sudden.
I think that what you randomly forgot about is that you can only do that once per day.
Brian Summers says, Alex summons the pillow of shame. Is that like the cone of shame?
Yeah, I stuffed it in my face
Okay,
earlier.
I'm gonna go toward my friends.
So you do.
Why'd you point at me? We're not friends.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Well, I need to stay close to them, so if they need healing,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay in my sanctuary because I know if I like fight, then
Yeah,
I'm out,
in the
right?
sanctuary, right? Okay, so you're gonna hang out with everybody else.
Yes.
You should go hang out near her.
Alex,
She's
now
like-
it is your turn.
I can't.
Dana Lee Smith says, we need you, Alex.
I'm throwing a rock at Marcus.
A wise course of action.
As I'm like, ugh.
Sure.
11. Do I add,
Nothing.
It's whatever your ranged attack bonus is, but it's just at a -2 for the
what is it? My,
Ranged attack bonus.
okay, so 11 plus my 7,
-2.
minus 2 is,
Not enough.
Not enough?
Easy.
Oh,
Are you
got,
serious?
I have
Not
an
enough?
18 AC.
No, he's got mage armor on. You
Remember
throw the
how
rock.
amazing I am? Remember how I
You
have the
throw
power
the
of
rock, and
universe?
it looks like it's going to be on course, but you're thrown off a little because you're still feeling the effects of the scream, even though the creature has stopped screaming. You can still feel it, and the rock that you've picked up just sort of is deflected by this magical barrier that is formed around Marcus.
I just look at Alex. I go, hey, don't worry. We'll get rid of you soon.
oh, I'm so sorry.
And that, I guess, will take us to Crag.
In the middle of a battle.
I
I
don't
fight
care.
with a new team member every.
I don't care.
I'm attacking the last one that is alive
Okay.
with a power attack.
Yep.
Come on. 20.
Yes.
20.
That is a critical hit.
20.
Wow, triple that damage.
Triple damage.
Triple that damage.
All right.
We're doing good. I'm feeling
No,
good.
no, no.
Sassafrass is
You
doing
guys
really well.
are doing good. I am
as a team.
failing
Are you-
miserably.
Kidding me.
No way!
That sucks. You
Triple
know?
that damage. 6.
Good.
Plus.
Plus 1.
6 plus 12.
But you still kill. What are you talking about?
18. It could have been so much more, guys.
Bless
Okay.
you.
You just you golf swing this thing, and it goes flying like 10 feet away, and slams up against a tree nearby, and slides down, and it seems sort of dazed on its feet, and it doesn't do anything on its round. It's so just taken out by this stunning blow, which takes us to Marcus's round.
Hi.
What do you like to do?
Wait, is it alive?
It seems to be alive. It's momentarily dazed and doesn't act.
Well,
What
then
do you
I
do?
move my ball on it.
Okay.
What's this?
It is unable to dodge out of the way.
Then my ball just rests right on it and burns it.
You rest your ball against it. And
I did mini damages.
yeah,
That's
a lot of
dead.
damage.
9 plus 5 is 14. I was doing Alex's math. Sorry.
Fuck.
You completely. The creature slams up against the tree.
You have opened the gateway to
It,
Sorry.
This is an all-new show, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't invite me on a live stream if you don't want me to curse.
No, you're fine. I'm just mad I suck today. Oh, God.
Kyle Adams says, bless you, Sassafrass, for the sneeze and for saving this party.
You're welcome.
Did I kill it?
No.
it is momentarily stunned, and then you just roll the ball of flame
Just
over
place
it,
my ball.
and just crush it. It just like gets crushed under the weight of it, and as the ball rolls over it, when it's gone, like there's nothing left in the space. It's
The
Yeah.
power of the universe saves you once again. You're welcome. What were you saying, Sassafrass, about these being dangerous?
I just roll my eyes and sigh heavily again.
That's the best. That's the best way to deal with him.
Yeah.
Pepo Antonio Vera said, did you guys cast an ice spell? It's snowing here. Ha ha ha. Dragons of Stuff Night with snow. The best Friday ever.
Snow.
Snow.
Where are you
degrees
snow?
today.
Pepo is not here on this
No.
planet.
Yeah, he's in
Not in California. It's not snowing
He's
today
in South
here.
America. I think he's in Argentina.
And it's snowing. Oh, that sounds
Allison, do you
amazing.
want to read C.
Argentina
Darren
or
Glenn's?
Chile?
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, Darren Glenn says picked up an extra shift but couldn't miss my fave adventure. So watching from work tonight. Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey!
So, am I hit points? Am I sick or?
You're fine. No.
Can I pick up the rock that she
It's
tried to
fine
hit
now.
with and throw it
I'm
at her?
okay now. No.
It's
No,
happening.
you can't do that.
No. Fine, throw it at me. Let's see
No,
what
I
happens.
don't.
No, you
Damn.
said it. You said
said
it.
it, it's
you
happening.
said it.
Oh,
Throw
I
it.
asked if I could do it.
Throw it.
Okay, I throw it.
Wow.
Okay, I throw the rock at her.
You guys figure that out amongst yourselves. You know what to do.
Sure. Here we go. Throwing the rock.
Sassafrass, I'm sorry.
The best roll. Like,
Oh no.
not a 20, but
Close.
Alex
bad.
loses her eye and is permanently blind in one eye.
Jim, where'd you hide my range attack bonus?
It should be whatever you have, like a 1 for your base attack bonus, and then whatever your range. What is your dex?
So, 20.
20 total?
Yeah.
think
Do
that
I
hits
hit you
her.
with a rock?
I think that hits her.
how many points of damage?
Well, I should roll damage, right?
Yeah, it'd be the 1d4.
All right, let me just roll. I do 4 points of damage to her.
Aww.
This is not the first time that he is.
So you pick
attacked.
up the rock, and she's like, "No, go ahead, throw it back." And you're just like, "Oh, okay." And you throw it, and it's like when you're a kid, and then you're just like, "Oh no," because it hits her right in the middle of the forehead because she thinks she's just gonna stand there and take it and be tough, and it smacks her right in the forehead, and she immediately goes. You can tell like that was probably not safe for you to do.
Why didn't you duck? Why didn't you duck?
Can I take a throwing dagger out and throw it at him?
I can't stop you from doing these things.
Right
Hey,
now.
I cannot
This is
cure
what happens.
everybody
8 plus 8.
when we have to fight
It's not gonna be
team.
enough.
You know, I should just.
It
go
once
home.
again is deflected off of the magical force
I
field
go
that
hide
surrounds
behind
him.
Craig.
All right.
I'm just standing there staring
say,
at
Let's
you
kill
guys
some undead!
I
in
say, Craig, you
disbelief.
should handle Alex. I think it's time we let her go.
Sassafrass,
It's clear that
why don't you
Sassafrass
lead the
is-
way? Because we need to keep going.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
have
guys.
anybody to scout ahead.
We don't have time for these shenanigans.
Lead the
what?
way.
Shenanigans.
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 I don't understand. I'm saying the word very clearly. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, you idiots! Let's go!
Chanel.
This one gets me.
Damon Geister says dragons and stuff PvP.
All right, are you going?
We thought that last week was the darkest timeline, but I don't know that was.
Sassafrass leading the way.
Hey, are there still tracks for me to
I
follow?
loot the bodies.
No, we don't have time.
One of them has
bodies.
been totally
We burned
disintegrated,
them.
and the other one is just like a hunk of burnt wood.
It's a
and
stick.
carbon.
We
Can
fought
I
a
take
stick.
any of it with me?
Yeah,
I'm not
Can't stop
giving
ya.
Remains?
can't stop you.
It's like a witch.
You have it. It is in your possession.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I take the remains of the mandragora.
Sure.
It's all the things he's.
I follow the tracks further
Okay.
into the
Magrathea.
forest.
Begin track.
following
I'll have you
Sassafrass.
roll just because technically I have to, but I'm sure that'll be like 44,
What is this?
932.
Tracking?
Yeah, for
Oh
tracks.
That was kind of
no!
low.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a first.
She has like a huge bonus.
Yes.
okay.
Probably, no, yeah, because she's a tracker.
I mean, because she's amazing.
Right.
Ridiculous.
19.
19 total.
Yeah.
Okay. You
eating my
actually
feelings.
find that the tracks are very heavy in this region, which actually makes it more difficult to follow because you can tell that they're actually coming in. It's almost like this is like a main pathway, and you can see that some are coming in from other directions, crossing paths. It's really tough for you to determine the direction that you would most likely want to follow to figure out where they're all going, because you can tell that most of them are definitely like there's signs that they all seem to want to go in one place, but you can't determine quite which direction is best to try to follow first. And what you find is that it is starting to get dark, and that while this won't be too much of a problem for you, you know that your human companions will be much less effective in the dark, and it occurs to you that if you want to proceed, that it would probably be very dangerous because whether you take Winston at his word, he was mentioning that the creatures were very active at night. And while, yes, he did turn out to be a horrible monster bent on your destruction and devouring your flesh, you haven't seen any of these undead creatures at all during the day. So there's a chance that that might actually be true. And in either case, if you encountered them in the dark, these guys would be at a disadvantage. So it's up to you whether you want to try to get them to press on, or whether you might want to try to find some semblance of safety where you could camp for the night.
Our giveaway winner, Kelly Grosclose, also says, Alex, it's okay. We all want to cuss at Marcus. You do? You guys want to cuss at me? What? That doesn't make
Thank
any
you,
sense.
Kelly. He's a jerk.
Guys, I think we have a long journey ahead of us still, so we should probably camp here for the night.
I don't understand things she said, but she said it so wonderfully.
We're going to camp here for the night.
Should we
Really?
Should
What,
we
just outside of the
tie
undead-
ourselves? Should we tie ourselves in trees?
Oh yeah, what should we do?
Should we get up in the tree and
No,
tie
guys,
ourselves?
What do you
Guess what?
suggest?
I have the ability to set a perimeter,
What?
What
so
did you-
we
what
can
did you?
sleep. We can sleep safely.
What? What?
What? She gets
What did you just say?
Sleep
We can
safely.
sleep safely.
Safely.
Sleep
Safely. With an L in the
Okay.
end. The L in the beginning.
Okay.
Safely.
safely.
I like it. Let's
So
do
I can
it.
set an
Okay,
alarm.
can you please do that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Sassafrass, I'm normally 100% on your side, but you want to just camp in the middle of the path of the undead.
No, we can find a good place to set up. I'm just saying. Like, we can sleep.
You know, because she's amazing and she can find it for us. Unlike you, who can't really do anything.
I mean, do we want to climb up in the trees?
Did you kill
No,
that
if
thing,
you could
Alex?
do the perimeter thing,
No.
that'd be awesome.
Did you hit me with a rock?
No.
Girls,
Dagger.
we're listening to Sassafrass.
Oh, yeah. Did I get her dagger?
I don't believe anybody got her dagger.
Nice.
Well, we're still there.
No, well, we're not there anymore, are we?
Yeah,
You've
we haven't
moved
left.
on somewhat.
Oh.
Because you were
Okay,
tracking.
can you find
Whatever.
this for us?
You were
One
tracking
less.
just unsuccessfully.
All right,
Yes.
I'm gonna do a perception check for a good place to set up
Thank you.
camp.
Okay, this is
Sassafrass
actually
is
going
our
to
new
still be
leader.
survival, so anybody who wants to, because I know, Crag, you're relatively okay at survival too, so if you
Yep.
guys want to make checks to see if you guys can find a relatively safe place for the night, that would be a good option.
Oh man, that was not good. Survival?
16.
This is not to track, so just whatever the base survival is. 16?
16.
Okay.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys find a space relatively nearby that is not super hopeful, but it's the best you're going to find in this area without traveling further.
I want to find big trees and go sleep in trees.
Yeah, unfortunately, you haven't been able to find a good space for that. unless you want to try to trek on and find a new area. It's up to you, because it's getting dark fast.
Do we stay here or do we keep going?
Well, as the party leader, I'm always for safer, so that we can live to fight another day.
How long does it take to set up the perimeter?
It's a spell, I can cast it at any time.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's the power of the universe, Craig. When you have spells, you can just do things.
That's my elvish magic.
Midget.
Seem to lose a little of an accent there.
Let's,
Set up camp?
yeah, this is fine.
All right.
You're gonna set up here?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is fine. they
This
say.
is
Oh, he just
Awesome.
got a
Best
really
spot.
big grin on his face.
Okay. You decide that it would be just as much of a risk to press on and try to find somewhere safer, so you make camp here. Sassafrass seems to be very skilled at, she creates somewhat of a, you guys are in the lee of some stones, and she manages to find some very large branches and
She's unbelievable.
leaves, and she manages to try to camouflage the area that you're in. You guys are all kind of packed in tight, but you're fairly certain that it's camouflaged from view.
That got me.
Sorry, it was meant
and
towards
then
Marcus.
I assume you cast your spell
I cast alarms.
alarm. So
least
do
it's a
you?
pillow.
You have some choices to make. It can be an audible alarm, a mental alarm.
I make it a mental alarm.
Okay, so only you will know if
Yes.
the barrier is crossed. Do you intend to set a password for it so that people can come in and out if they wish?
That's an option? Oh,
Yes,
it
you can
is.
set a you can set a password to it and then give it to the party if you want them to be able to come in and out.
And they just have to speak it into
Yeah, they
me.
would speak it and then they would be able to pass freely as they're coming in and out. They would speak the word and they could not trip the
Open
alarm.
sesame.
Okay, I'm setting a password.
Okay.
What is it? Are you going to tell us this
What's the
stuff? Because we don't know anything.
Password is.
Wait.
Nipple.
Let
I
her
don't understand what you're
decide.
saying.
Good thing you're not making
Why
it
don't you
stop.
understand what I'm saying?
'Cause
Oh!
I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
Oh, she's not in her accent.
So is the perimeter
Guys!
set?
I cast a spell alarm. I set it to.
Yeah?
It's going to send me a mental signal if anyone crosses our border, because I want to keep it quiet. Because we don't want to cause a lot of noise.
Best to keep the border secure.
Yeah, so we want to be stealthy about this.
Okay.
But if you guys need to leave the border and come back in,
No, Trump's not gonna let us do that.
it's not a wall.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Just joking. Just jokes.
Just use the password wolf.
Oh,
After my wolf.
Okay.
That's the undead killed. And that's why I want to kill them all.
Wool?
Wolf.
Wolf!
No, wolf.
Wolf.
There's no like
Wolf!
whoa.
wolf.
Don't go
Wolf.
outside the perimeter.
Wool.
Don't worry about him. If he gets stuck, it will be fine.
I'm glad it wasn't an S word or anything. Would we have had to do that?
You would have had to
You had to
mimic
mimic the.
You would have had to pronounce it
would've been
exactly
amazing.
correctly.
All
Okay.
right.
So you guys are all kind of packed in.
Yeah.
We set up our pup tents like so
tents.
like.
Even the tents are that's
even
too
fit?
much. Like
Are
yeah,
we-
you actually find that because you guys are kind of so close, it's really warm in this space, so you don't really need the tents.
Is
and
there a
blankets.
cuddle order? Is there a spoon order?
You guys tell
Is there
me.
a big spoon to?
You guys have to determine that for yourselves.
I'm near Lyra and Sassafrass.
Sassafrass is over by herself on the other side of the.
But we're
I
tight.
found my
I'm
own
with
space
Lyra.
too. He didn't. He's not near me. Fix that, Crag.
I am near Lyra.
Not near Lyra.
Close by.
Not even close.
Within
Other
proximity.
And this is-
Side.
here's
Other
the-
side.
Here's the best part.
Definitely on the other side of her, but
You
close.
had to start this.
None of us have bathed
Oh, I
in
pressed
this.
the digitate.
Well, he prestidigitates. Craig hasn't bathed in
Days, you smell.
we
weeks.
supposed to bathe
Since
in
the
this?
beginning
Occasionally,
of.
I'm sure that you've been doused with plenty of water.
Yeah.
at
There might
some
have been
point.
water, but there's still.
You had 2 days off before I joined up.
True. We've
Nate, you think Craig's clean? Okay, that's fine. I wanted to punish everyone.
Yeah.
I was hoping to punish everyone, but if Craig's clean. Okay.
All right.
So, Jim, about how close would you say that I am
Not
to
close.
Lyra?
Jim.
What are you doing? Because he's
I am
he's
moving
situating
Craig.
himself closely.
I'm
I'm
just
on the
saying.
other side of Crag so that he is near Crag, and I am just away.
So what happens, Crag, is Marcus is shifting closer and closer to Lyra, and she at some point just has had enough, and she climbs up over you and crawls over your body to lay on the other side of you, and then is peeking up over and Marcus.
End sentence.
That's the end of the
I
sentence.
sense motive.
What?
Was she playing coy?
No, it's very obvious that was a disgusted, no interest whatsoever in being near your body.
Doc wants to see.
I'm not rolling.
All right, let's discuss Night Watch just in case.
We don't need that watch.
I don't think we
Are
need
you
it.
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
said
best to
alarm.
just go to sleep.
Okay, sorry.
And sleep.
Accept
And
our
if-
fate.
It goes off in my head. I'll wake you
Okay,
guys
so
up.
are we sleeping? Did we sleep a long time? I'm just curious.
Did we sleep a lot?
Always so eager for this one.
I just would like to know,
I'm gonna make some scrolls.
because I need to.
This is not a space for that. That would be good for that.
I get closer to Lyra.
That doesn't help you make scrolls.
I move
What are you
around
doing?
Craig's
He
legs.
can't. He can't. Don't let him.
He can't.
What am I? I'm like falling asleep.
He
We're
can't.
asleep.
I need to
We're
recover
all
a little bit.
asleep.
Wait, I've got it.
Oh yeah, me too. I need to
It's
recover.
fine.
Okay. Is it
I'm
morning?
terrified for Lyra now. I fear for her safety.
I fear for my safety.
Can you set a mental alarm?
We need a barrier inside the
I
barrier.
need you to protect me. You're big.
So she starts snuggling into Crag.
I do. So I need to crack. We become really close friends.
This is so ridiculous.
It is.
I sit away from all of them and just look at them and shake my head and sigh.
Yes.
Well, I
You're
would
realizing
like to
that
do
that
the
is pretty
same.
much the only thing you can think of to do whenever they
I
talk
roll my eyes.
or act or do anything is just sigh, shake your head,
Now,
and roll
Jim,
your eyes.
here's what I will do in the course of the night.
I can't wait to
So
hear
it doesn't
it.
matter what happens during the night. Once I have prepared my next spells for the day,
Yeah.
which I can do over the course of this prior to her waking up because I have the Ring of Sustenance. So then I will just cast Floating Disc and lift Lyra up over Crag and just set her on the other side of Crag, which is my side. I'm not going to do anything, mind you, because this is a Peach company.
Can I kick him?
Well, you don't know any of this yet. This is.
Okay. You settle in as best you can.
Are we all uncomfortable? Good.
It's relatively uncomfortable. It sucks, kinda. It sucks. Over the course of the night, everybody roll a d20 for me.
I'm doing it.
Just tell me what the base number is.
6.
19.
5.
9.
8.
Okay. Crag, sometime in the wee hours, in the full dark, you awaken. And
And Lyra's on that side now.
Does he move, please?
Lyra's on my other side. Like,
is that something you intended to do for real?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
so I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Please move me back.
But it happened.
Yeah, okay.
Hashtag Marcus reasons.
Hashtag Marcus reasons. You hear movement in the forest, snapping of branches, rasping breaths in the distance. None of it's too close, but it's definitely in the area. It makes you uneasy. You do anything?
Yeah. How close am I to everyone? I don't really want to move around too much.
Well,
I can reach her.
Lyra's next to you, and then on the other side of you, you actually have kind of an empty space where Lyra was, and then Alex is towards the far end.
Can I reach people without making a sound? I can
Yeah.
reach her and wake her
Yeah.
up. So I wake her up.
Okay, I'm up.
Shh.
What? Where?
They're out. They're out there. They're coming. Shh. So she could wake. We could all wake up. Like she could wake.
I'm not
hit
asleep.
him so hard.
I'm not asleep.
I imagine she still hits you so
I
hard.
still
I don't
hit
think that stops her from
so
hitting you.
Ow! Why did you hit me? Why did you hit me? What?
What?
Are we all awake
The
at this time?
sounds
I
that
think
you're
I'm on
hearing
the other
stop
side.
suddenly.
I think, yeah, I think I'm
job.
still sleeping.
What?
Good job.
On what?
You don't hear that?
At this point, the
No!
rest of you would wake up because
Okay.
there's now noise inside the camp.
What's going on?
I don't know. What's your alarm say?
I'm not yelling. What?
No one's crossed
Why
the
are you
border
hitting
yet.
me?
They're very close.
Okay, everyone be quiet.
So wait.
Oh.
What's that? It's the undead. It's the
Wait, Sting came back to life.
It's too random. It's too random.
A lot of options here.
Say hi. Don't say hi.
Crag, roll a d20.
4.
Okay. Through the branches, the shelter that Sassafrass has made, you can actually see now in the moonlight shadows shifting beyond. It's difficult to make out any forms. All you see is just darkness moving across. And you can hear more of this horrific rasping breath. And you can smell the stench of
smell.
carrion. Doesn't seem to have noticed exactly where you are, but it's getting close. It has not breached your perimeter yet, so it's not close enough. Do anything? Okay.
We hold our breath.
I do a perception check around the
Okay,
border. Oh, I'm still sleepy, you guys. 16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. You know that there are probably several creatures. You can tell by the way they're moving that they probably heard what woke you up. They probably heard Marcus, but they're not moving in such a way that they've pinpointed where you are. You're fairly certain that there's still a chance they won't notice as long as nobody
Can I
else.
tell how many there are?
Not with that roll.
Can I roll a perception check?
Not with that roll.
Can I roll a perception check?
I can't stop you.
You really can't. That would be 13 plus my 11.
She said you really can't.
24.
Okay. You also are aware that the creatures were probably alerted to the presence of something in the forest by none other than Marcus himself. You, not being as familiar with predatory movements and hunting, aren't really sure what is going on, but they're moving out
Can
in
I
the
tell if
darkness,
they're
and there are probably 4 or 5 creatures
4 or
in the
5.
vicinity.
Okay.
So, I have a question.
Yeah,
Do I hear the creatures?
you are
told
aware.
you.
Yes.
Do they sound like they're getting louder?
They sound. It fades. There's definitely moving around in the area. Sometimes it
If
sounds
I feel like they're
closer.
getting close, let me know.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'm going to do something.
Now you just make me want to make them be close now. I'll tell you what, Lyra, roll a d20.
17.
Okay. You guys wait for a few tense moments that turn into minutes, turn into maybe 10 minutes past, and the creatures, the sounds have grown fainter and fainter. They don't appear to have actually discovered your camp. Though whether you are safe is really up to how you feel about it, I guess.
And
What do you do?
what do I do?
What do you do?
I'm being quiet. I'm not saying anything.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm supposed to kill these guys.
Time passes. Go
I
back
fall-
to sleep.
Yeah, I fall back asleep. I
Crag
think.
goes back to sleep.
Oh, I get on the other side of the ground.
You climb over Crag
Quietly.
once again, quietly, of
Quietly.
course. Yes.
Wake up.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You all drift back to sleep, except for Marcus, who no longer needs sleep. Although you find that just laying there in the dark is actually rather boring, especially because normally you would be working on something, but in your cramped conditions, it's actually just really boring and smelly, and not nearly as much fun not sleeping as you would hope.
You don't sleep?
He has a ring.
He has a
of-
magic ring.
Yeah, that he doesn't have
Well-
to sleep
Eventually, I'd want to
or
read.
eat.
Are you just the worst person?
Yes, he is.
Tell me how this plays out. Please tell me what you do.
I make light and I read my spell book. Mother.
Well, I'm bored,
Yeah?
and
Yeah.
it's dark.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be as bored if it was not dark.
Right.
So,
Don't.
I'm going to take my spell book and put it up my robes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna peek in my robes. And then I'm gonna cast light on my spellbook so I can see it.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
You begin reading your spell book, and peeking out every once in a while, and it doesn't look like there's some light that escapes, but it doesn't look like there's too much. Several hours pass. Eventually, the sky begins to grow gray. You can once again hear the sounds of the creatures moving. Not close, but there's definitely movement out in the forest, and occasionally you'll hear one of their breaths or
I'm
a
gonna
cry.
lean over Crag and punch Lyra.
Okay. Okay. Hard or what?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Lyra, you are startled awake by a sudden blow to your arm. And you see Marcus leaning, and Crag, you actually wake up because Marcus is now like over your
wouldn't I
body,
have-
punching Lyra in the arm.
Would I have stopped it?
Yeah.
Would I have
Well, no,
woken
because
up and
he
stopped
would
it?
get over because he moves like it
Yeah.
happens in too quick of a of an action for you to really stop him.
Did I regain my health points?
Yes, you guys were able to sleep.
All
You
of
guys
us?
can regain spells and abilities lost from the previous day. You can regain hit points and rage points.
I say, there's things out there.
Yeah.
How does that feel to be woken up like that? Oh, you're fine.
Someone
Crag.
punched you?
Yeah, she did.
No, I woke him up.
I wasn't asleep.
punched-
No, I did. Well, I punched him, but not hard. I just like.
Not
That was
hard.
unless he's
Your
weak,
fists
and
are
then you would
deadly
think that it
weapons.
The sounds continue for a few
care.
minutes, and eventually everything is going quiet, especially as the sun rises higher and higher, filling the area with more and more natural sunlight. Soon everything is quiet again, and morning has come.
How was everyone's night?
could have been better.
Good
It
thing
could
we
have been better.
Away from Marcus.
You guys are so weird.
Breakfast?
You didn't even catch us on a bad day.
Yes, breakfast sounds great.
Yeah, what are
my
we
bad
eating?
day.
Oh, breakfast.
What have we been eating?
Rations.
Rations.
Bread.
So it's been mostly dried nuts, berries, jerky, hard
Jerky.
hunks of bread.
That sounds lame. I'm not going to eat it.
Very good.
You don't have to.
I know.
All right, guys, let's eat and get on the road. We got some undead to kill.
You know what, Sassafrass, you're right. I'm on your side. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I've already used one spell for the day, Jim,
Yep.
but it was
I
a
know.
good use.
It was wisely spent. Perfect use of magic.
Yep. I felt very good.
When you're behind enemy lines in a dangerous territory, that's the best use of your magical power.
It felt right.
You break camp. Sassafrass tosses aside all of the things that she had been using to sort of hide your little nighttime cubbyhole, and you are refreshed and ready to begin your day.
You think it could track those creatures?
Yeah, then I follow the.
All right, so go ahead and
Track,
make
yeah.
another attempt to track.
I hate everything. 17.
17.
Yeah.
You are finding it rather difficult to pick up the trail in a definitive path. You have 3 viable options.
Okay.
You can head mostly northwest, directly north, or more easterly.
John Christian, by the way, has pointed out that 3 hours in, Marcus is ready to go.
Yeah, 3. All it took. That's all it took.
That's it. Also, if you guys are just tuning in, go to facebook.com/dragons and stuff if you are not already there. For instance, if you're watching us on Twitch, welcome. And go over to facebook.com/dragons and stuff. Hit the share button on the live video that is live on Facebook Live. It's the same thing you're watching on Twitch, only it's on Facebook, and you can hit the share button. This is important because if you hit the share button, use the hashtag dragons and stuff, and make sure your share is public and you live in the United States or Canada, then you are eligible to win prizes from Paizo that we will be giving away at the end of this part of the adventure. So use the hashtag dragons and stuff on Facebook, share publicly, make sure you change the settings on that particular share to be public, and live in Canada or the US. Or, yeah, and if you don't, then go there right now and then share.
Yeah.
John
those things are true.
John Christian is the king of the mini photos.
Yeah, shout
Put
out
that
to
out there.
John Christian.
Hell yeah.
He's incredible, and he's putting everyone to shame. You guys who have won the minis, Jim asks you every episode,
Just show
show us what you
Yeah,
got.
show
Yeah.
us.
We have no idea what you got in the box. So
What's
And
in
Quigley,
the box?
Quigley has
What's in
been
the box?
Quigley has been asking for
He's been-
the minis to be in unique places. I think Doc, if you could put up one of those from John Christian, the prize
there's
winners.
one up right now,
Yeah. So Quigley has asked for, fireplaces,
well, a toilet, a roaring fire.
a dump.
No, a dump.
Cobblestone.
I said a dump. He wanted
Cobblestone
a
something?
quarry.
a gravel
Yeah,
pit.
gravel.
He said lava. He wanted like a volcano or lava.
Can I,
We're
can,
like,
I, can I ask Allison to throw out one for this week? So Allison, could you request
background.
where would be a cool place where people could take their little minis and put them and take a photo of them?
oh, and then he just took a picture
The
with.
top of a lighthouse.
Wow.
That is a
That
challenge.
is a challenge. The top of a
on the
lighthouse.
west
That's
east
It
incredible.
has to be the top.
Well, you know, like you can go visit lighthouses and go up to the.
Yeah, just go to a
Sure.
lighthouse.
That's cool. Yeah.
Hey, John Christian, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
Kelly Grossclose says challenge accepted. She just won. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
you're about
Right.
to win some.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got
She's
some
a lighthouse
so.
picture.
That would be amazing.
Kelly.
That's, a good,
Really
that's a good
cool.
challenge.
Good job.
Yeah, send us those pictures and send us your picture, a photo of yourself. If you do that with the hashtag
Yes.
NPCme, we will put you in the show in the action cam that you see below us. That is, I don't know what it has in it right now. If it's forest or something like that,
Forest.
then that could be your face. You could be a forest. Chances are you'd probably be.
We won't turn you
forest.
into a forest.
We
No,
I don't
but
think you'll be a forest. Probably.
You could
not.
be a forest. All right, so I have these
You have
three
three
trails.
viable directions that you think you could pick, but you're not too sure about any one of them.
Guys, do any of you get a sense about one of these trails?
I detect magic.
You detect no magic.
No.
Magical. You check no unexpected magical
I
auras.
say nope. Oh, Jim.
Yes.
When I detect magic, the backpack that Alex is wearing, is there anything in there that is magical? The new backpack.
Yeah.
I say, no, I don't know anything about that, but Alex, do you have anything in your new backpack that would help us? Perhaps that magical device that you have in there?
Alex doesn't even know what's in her backpack.
No, I was waiting for a time to be quiet, but I guess I will look in my backpack now,
Oh, okay.
because I'm sure everyone is dying to know as well.
You're not going to tell us,
Count
though,
me in
are
it.
you?
I'm gonna peer in it. I'm not
Okay.
taking it out.
Inside this backpack, you easily see there's a small pouch down at the bottom. You're not quite sure what it's filled with. There is a chunk of rose quartz. There is a wadded up. At first, it's really tough to determine what it is, but you would guess that it is when you think about it for a minute, it's likely a sling.
A sling?
A sling, yes, like you would like sling stones with.
Oh.
Yes, it is just basically a rope, and you could
Oh.
whip it around and
Oh, I
release
like
sling bullets or
that.
stones with it.
Ah.
Do you take that out immediately and... There, Marcus, here's what's in my bag.
Is that it?
No, you also find
Oh,
that
jeez.
inside there is a. It looks a lot. The shape is very similar to like your 12-sided die. It's
Uh-huh.
a stone with various etchings on different faces of it. It's not carved like a die. Like it's not equal sides. Like it's clearly like it would be totally unbalanced. You roll a d20 for me.
Also, while she's doing that, is there any magical aura from the rapier that she has? This new blade? Okay.
9.
9? Okay. You know that this is an alchemical. It's not magical, but there's something. You don't remember exactly what it does, but you know that if you threw it, it would do something. You just don't remember what. And then there's also something that you recognize because you've had and used several of them. There's a Tanglefoot bag.
Yes. I don't have any. Used all mine up. All right. I pull out the rose quartz.
Okay.
Is
And
that
I-
what's magical? That's a rock.
All right. Get back my book. I take out the stone etching.
The stone etching, is that the thing that looks like a die?
Yeah.
Is that magical?
It is not magical.
Do
you
I
can roll a
recognize
d20
it?
for me if you want.
Do you want me to add knowledge
I found
arcana?
this bag. We were
Just your intelligence
going
bonus is
into
fine.
a
Intelligence
out
Yeah.
is
there nest.
5 plus 8, 13.
Rape.
13.
found a
You
rapier
have
in
seen
a
things like this. They're not
backpack 2
magical,
weeks ago.
but they're called thunderstones, and when they strike a surface, they just make a really loud sound.
Ooh, cool.
They're used for. They can actually, if you hit somebody with it, it can make a sound so loud that it actually temporarily deafens them, or it could be used to make a distracting sound.
I
or-
look at her and I say, don't drop that. Heavens no.
What is it?
Something powerful. Probably not worthy of you.
Ooh.
I'm kidding, Alex. It's a thunderstone.
What does it do?
It makes thunder.
Now that you are hearing the name, you are reminded that there are that you could throw them. That they will just create a. When they impact something, they make a loud, thunderous sound.
So I know about that.
yeah,
as a
you
rogue.
are aware of its
Okay,
function. Now that
so
you're
then
saying
I'll
it jogs
keep
your
that.
memory.
I take out my sling stone and I say, "Is this magical?"
Are the sling stones magical?
The sling stones. Yeah, sling stones are magical.
I go, no.
Good. And my tanglefoot. There's a tanglefoot. Anything else? You've seen everything in here.
The Tanglefoot bag isn't magical.
No.
When she took out the stone that was magical, were there...
Well, so I don't know if there was some confusion because you have the sling. And then the sling, there are sling stones in there, but they were in like a little bag. So there's the sling, and then there were some sling bullets for it. So the sling bullets.
That's in this small pouch.
Yes. The sling
Okay.
bullets. That was that you read a magical aura from those.
Oh, from the pouch.
Yes. Yes.
From the pouch
Yeah,
of
from
stones.
the stout pouch of sling bullets. Yes.
I say, yes, the pouch of sling bullets are magical.
Okay.
Is there a sling in there?
And I pull it out and go, yeah.
It is not magical.
But Chelsea and Kelsey says sling of Marcus slaying +5.
Do you want me to tell you what those bullets do?
Sure.
Then I have to have them.
You better count those before you hand them over.
Fine.
How much do you trust Marcus?
So I'm gonna count my
Okay.
bullets.
There are 9 bullets.
Power number.
Here.
I take the bullets. And
Hey.
I run! I'm kidding. I identify them.
Okay. Make a spellcraft check.
Oh, I will. And it will be amazing. You will all be amazed at the spellcraft check. When I said amazed, what I meant to say was interested. 18.
Okay. You don't know exactly what they do. You're fairly certain that the enchantment isn't extremely powerful, and it's probably not elemental based. It's very likely. You can't tell the exact degree with that roll, but you would determine that these are very likely just stones that hit harder and are more accurate than non-magical stones.
I say, these are really good stones.
All right, can I have them back?
No.
So after all that, it's probably time to go take a good crag crap, right? So, before you do, why don't you head over to Facebook and like us? I mean, it's easy. It's quick. And then you could go do your business.